Why are you doing this to me?
You're watching Two Brains. This brain is Marlon.
This brain is Liv.
And today we're doing our second video on our series, the top 20 songs of the year.
Yes.
So today we are doing
15 through to 11.
To 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So this video is in partnership with Hummingbird Mag, as is the whole series. So if you want to check out their video, check in the description box. And at the end of this video, we're also going to be reacting to their 20 to
2016 that they've just recently uploaded, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's toss a coin. Let's see who goes first.
Tails. So you're first again.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay, so my number
15. Yeah.
Gonna get confused with these numbers.
I'm gonna get confused. This is your pick. Okay.
What?
I'm just...
What?
It's an interesting pick.
Say it!
It's an interesting pick.
Why? You know that this is my favourite off this album. Why is this... This shouldn't be a surprise.
Is it one of those songs for me it's one of those songs that I know is fire to listen to, but I don't listen to it often. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, but if I was to go to the album,
this is the first one you're going to.
I'd pick, yeah.
Fair enough.
I think the other songs, the songs that you would favour above this, are much more poppy, and I'm not into that. That's not my vibe.
You say pop. You say poppy like it's a dirty word.
No, but it is to me.
It's not a dirty word.
You know that I don't. This isn't poppy in the slightest. I don't like pop, so.
You do like pop. You just like certain types of pop.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what he's saying?
No. So I think most people. I think most people didn't really like this album very much.
I mean, I don't think a lot of people liked it in comparison to other Gambino albums.
No, I think people just didn't really fuck with the vibe of this album.
I don't know. I haven't heard enough people speaking. I wasn't aware of what the general reception was of this album, really, because I just didn't hear that many people talking about it. Like bottom line, so I just didn't know whether people were fucking
that's
it or
an
not.
indication in itself.
Yeah. Okay. I do really like that album and I like that song a lot, but for me, I think the main thing with that song was like the first initial listen, just for me.
Right, I get what you mean.
So I feel like that was its strongest quality, was that it was just so out there and batshit crazy when you first hear it. But then when I return to it, I feel it's a bit like surface level. Just on a personal level. I still really like it. I like the album.
I just fuck with it, that's all.
Alright, so my numero... What was it? 15. My number 15, okay. This is from an album that wasn't even all that, but it's just one of those tunes, isn't it?
Right, okay.
Solitary diamond, solitary jewels. Women are just shining, looking like a moon.
For me, this is like one of Travis's best features in years.
What?
Yeah.
No,
I love the feature on this. I love it.
You're crazy.
Stop calling me crazy.
It's a good feature, but he always does good features.
No, but I mean, a Travis feature is always going to be solid. It's always going to be at least like a 7 out of 10 at a bare minimum.
Right, yeah.
But this, for me, is just a step above.
Okay.
Came up on a fun brick, bought a richer meal.
Do you know what? This is one of those tunes for me. Like when we first listened to the album, even our reaction, I was listening to it, I was like, oh yeah, this is good. And just the more I rinsed, it was like an addiction. Like when I was going out cycling, I would listen to this song on loop for like an hour. I couldn't get enough of it. It was like a drug.
What?
Yeah.
But just this song, not the rest of the album?
No, like maybe like 3 or 4 of the other songs on this album that I really enjoy. But like this was just like, I just rinse, and I don't know why.
Interesting.
12 o'clock, and I got my gun clock. I'm on 1 pill. Monday, over to Sunday. Traveling bandos, walking Jimmy Choo. Solitary, man, a rock star too. That these bitches on me just like a pop group.
What's your favourite part?
I mean, it's I mean, the Travis feature. The Travis feature.
Every time we do it, then they hit the news. I don't want it if it's different, if that pussy lose. All this money bring the power, I didn't make the rules.
Sipping on codeine, got my screws loose. Making up this money, got my jewels loose.
Diamonds on my neck been going crazy.
I mean, for me, it's quite a low key song. It's not that hype or anything.
For me, it has
kind of like.
For me, it has both because the beat is very, very rapid and fast. But like both
But
of
it's
them
also
are
very constant. It's a very constant.
Yeah, it's very constant, but it's also like they're quite smooth on this very, very high energy beat.
Right,
I think
I
for
see
me
what
that's
you
why
mean.
it's so addictive.
Right. Okay. Okay, so my number 14.
Mm-hmm. Why are you doing this to me?
It was really hard to pick between the two that he dropped though.
They're basically the same. They're basically
You think
the same.
they're the same?
No, not the same song as in terms of quality.
This one's in Spanish.
Yeah. Like this was literally like when I was doing my top 20, it was like 21, 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lo que él quiere de ti, yo no se lo negaría. You stood it up, you laid me down, you know too much. I still really, really love you, yes I do.
It's yeah.
When I still really...
It's just amazing.
It's Frank.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all he gave us this year.
Yeah, this is
these
the
singles.
best. Like, you know, it's the best. But this is why like my favorite Frank tune is Siegfried, and this is why I love this song so much. It's just it's so sparse. It's the definition of less is more.
Right,
definition of it.
Because, but I mean, like Frank he has that emotion and everything at his disposal, so
Yeah.
he can use that, and that's why people love him so much.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there are other reasons, but that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, less is more. I'm telling you.
Si esto no me ha partido, ya no me partiré. Si puedo soportar lo que siento, porque me estoy cayendo.
It's too good.
I think the ending's really good.
Yeah, that shit's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It makes me want to cry.
Yeah. So this is my number
14.
My number 14. Okay, this is quite a short one actually.
I mean, like, damn, boy, you make.
This is your favourite on this album?
It is, yeah.
But you rinsed that one with...
I rinsed half of the album. Obviously,
Is it the one with Lil Durk that you were rinsing?
Lil Durk's not on the album.
Oh, who am I thinking?
You're thinking of Lil Baby and Da Baby for the night, the big one.
Right, okay.
But obviously, I rinsed that. I rinsed the one with Sway Lee, the one with Future and Quavo. I rinsed so much of this album.
Yeah.
But this is like when you get to the end of it, obviously because you have the context of his passing, and it sounds like the end. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's really, it's like really dark as well. It's like one of the darkest tunes on here for me.
I don't talk to niggas. I don't feel these niggas at all. Got 100 round in my pocket. I'm ready to go kill these niggas.
I also think this is one of the drillest.
Yeah,
That's not
this beat
one
is
of the
this
most
beat
drill
is hands
ones.
down my favorite beat on the album.
Right, but
Yeah.
it's like it's just pure.
Yeah,
drill,
because this is one of the
basically.
beats it's just 808 mellow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking nigga. Bitch, out of my Philly niggas. I don't fuck with a lot of niggas because I'm too real for niggas. But I'm a good lad like I'm Uncle Phil. Look on me, brother.
Nigga, I am and nigga, I will.
It has that like camera focusing sound, doesn't it?
With the
No, it goes like that. That's like a
'cause it's tunnel
camera
vision.
focusing. Right. And it has the flutes like
Yeah,
they're
which
kind
drill
of
producers
haunting.
fucking love.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in a second. Gun kicking like it's Tekken. I'm a force to be wrecking. I'm God's perfection. Look.
What's your favourite part?
I mean, apart
Is this
from
the last song on the album?
this is the very last song. Yeah, that's why obviously you get. Well, I'll take you to the outro actually.
Came in and changed the game. I just came in and showed the niggas a new vibe.
Different.
Different.
Forever my heart, forever my dogs. Wow!
It's the fact that because on the outro you get him saying what his intention was with like making music.
Right, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why I think it's quite emotional, even though it's like
Right,
this
yeah,
loud
very.
drill track. It's quite emotional. So this is your number
So this is my
13.
number 13.
13,
yeah.
cool.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more,
Really?
no more. Hit the road.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I told you when we reacted to this that this was one of my favourite songs of the year. I wasn't kidding.
It's got Chance the Rapper as well.
Yeah, I think his
he
verse
hasn't
is very
completely
good.
fallen off.
His verse is good. Everyone's verse is good.
Okay.
It's got Jid on it.
Okay.
It's got Masego's part's really good.
Masego's bit is, from what I remember, is the best bit for me.
I mean, you haven't heard this since we reacted to it, have you?
I've heard it maybe 1 or 2 more times since then.
Okay.
My baby, why you treat me so cold? You put me out of the side of the road. Spill drinks on my clothes. She throwing hands about some hoes in my DMs trying to be low. Oh, I got goals, I got shows for show.
I really like all the like rhythms.
Yeah, the
little
yeah.
rhythms going on in the background and the pianos and stuff. Like it just feels very. I know it's not jazz or anything, but it feels like jazzy.
Yeah,
and,
I get that, and that's why, like, even though I, when we reacted, you can see I didn't really fuck with this album that much.
Yeah.
And my opinion on that hasn't changed. But the one thing that I liked the most about this album was the instrumentation and the production.
Right. Yeah, for sure. It's very kind of like raw sounding.
Yeah.
It ain't 1954, ain't your nigga boy. One hand Glock, your hand cop, want a signature. Centaurs,
I feel like it's like you kind of know what to expect from a Jid verse, but I do feel like this is like a bit different.
I would say so.
He's
as
like
well.
he's using different flows and
It's
like,
quite syncopated.
Very, yeah. Okay.
Hit the road, Jack.
Oh yeah, it's got Buddy in it as well. I'm gonna go to Masego's.
Masego.
We're always fighting, you always lead, better drowning.
Oh, because he incorporated the Hit the Road Jack rhythm as well. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
No,
That's
that is cool,
as
yeah.
fuck.
My mind's on me, yeah, you're enticing, yes to me. Running through the maze like lab rats.
Yeah, I
Running
think,
through the
like,
maze like that.
I'm
bruh.
not the biggest fan of Chance the Rapper at all, but I really like this verse. It's
People
a very
think
solid verse.
he's got one shit album. All the rest of his stuff is good. He fucked up big one time.
a big.
But he's
fuck up.
still he can still rap, obviously.
But yeah, I just love that. It's very like organic and natural, and obviously it's got this feel of like a choir, and
Yeah.
a church, and whatever. But then it's also got all these little electronic sounds going on and everything.
It's the merging of the two.
Yeah, I just think it's very cool.
So
Number 13.
my number 13. Oh yeah, what tune? What tune? Do you know what? With this tune, this is the first song on the album.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and you know when you hear the first tune on an album, that's just so. The second I heard this first song, I was like, this album's gonna be amazing,
Right.
and it was even better than I thought it was gonna be.
Please stop asking, do you still love me? In the morning, please
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that at the moment, Leanne Harvest has my favorite voice out of any singer anywhere right now.
Beautiful voice.
Like one of the
Beautiful.
best voices I've ever heard
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
life.
don't know what to tell you, babe. Oh,
What's your favourite part?
It's the chorus because you get her because her voice is so like it's smoky and it's like sultry, but it's also so powerful.
Yeah, yeah.
And the chorus, like she shows all of it.
bittersweet summer rain, I'm born again. Oh, no more hanging around.
Yeah,
It's annoying. You know when someone is just like so effortlessly talented.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I've seen her perform this, not like in person, but when she's done like live things, and it's just like nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. She's one of those singers where you can tell it's just so like natural. It's
Yeah.
like, it reminds me of like Alicia Keys, like that
Yeah.
kind of singing ability where it's literally just
Yeah.
like it comes
It's
out.
clear you can hear like both, like they clearly, obviously they've worked hard at their voice
Yeah,
and trained,
yeah,
but
yeah.
there's something like that raw talent that it can't be taught.
Yeah,
It
I
can't
mean,
be
I think
taught.
it takes a lot of skill
It-
to sound like you're not.
Exactly.
Putting
In
any
anything
effort
that you
in.
do,
Yeah,
if you're amazing at doing something and it seems like you're not even trying,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
yeah.
when you're trying. That's when you've put so much work into it.
Exactly. Yeah. My number
12.
12.
This is a banger. This is such a tune.
So yeah, we've had 2 pop songs
Yeah,
in this.
but there was for me. There was so like this was easy because obviously we're only allowed one per artist. There
Yeah,
was so
yeah,
many
yeah.
songs from this album that could have been in there.
This is what I rinsed this song. I didn't rinse much of the album, but this one I kept on coming back to.
It's Sway Lee on a drill beat.
Yeah, he needs to do more.
He does,
He
yeah.
really does.
When I'm on it,
You know I'm on it. Drink on me. Drink on my feet.
Get that top, then I dip. I'ma leave her with. I put plates
On my neck, like TikTok plates.
Bend her over, put her back out. Bend her over, pull the tracks out. Yeah, I got real in the trap house. I went and did some time in the gym because I'd rather take the fast route. She like, Poppy, all I got is city.
I said, fuck it, come give me head. I'm back at another titty. Hey. This
I'll
tune
do
is
my
ridiculous.
We living life, don't panic. She love the life, don't panic. Before the grains
Turn the money to ashes.
I be doing all that cashing, yeah. I be doing all that bashing.
And I'm on it. You know I'm on it. Do you know what makes this song, what makes this beat for me is because Sway Lee is like part of the beat with the
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Nah.
sick. It's sick. I need a Sway Lee drill album.
Yeah.
I need it. I need it.
Nah, that tune's fire. Okay, so
Number 12.
My numero 12. What?
This is your number 12. What the fuck is in your top 10?
What?
I thought this was going to be like your in your top 3, literally.
No. As
I genuinely thought it was going to be.
But this song is a perfect. Every song in this list to me is perfect.
I get that, but I don't know what's above this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but for me, this is like, well, if you've seen my album video, it's my second favorite album of the year.
Yeah.
So for me, every single song is basically flawless.
Right.
Scamming niggas maxing out. Ratchet bitches acting out.
God made me sell crack, so I have something to rap about.
But you know, like, this isn't really like a beat, is it?
No, that's what the sample is so amazing. Literally, just leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah, it's just not really a beat. He's
what
like
I'm
he's
saying.
rapping over.
Less is more. Alchemist knows.
She don't like it, bitch, to punch out. Niggas be changing ships. Yeah.
Do you know what? For like when I saw this was going to be on the album, and obviously it's featuring Tyler the Creator, which piqued my interest even more so because I love Tyler and Freddie Gibbs. But this is like it's one of those tunes where like you know when you sit around, you're like like imagine if so and so made a beat with so and so was on the song with him. This is one of those for me.
Right. Yeah.
Like this is in my head. This is just like in my head. This is on the same level. Like when I first saw No More Parties in LA on the Life of Pablo, and I was like Kanye and Kendrick on a Madlib beat. For me, Freddie Gibbs and Tyler
that's a
Creator
dream
on
come
an
true.
Alchemist beat. That's a dream.
Record labels down me 40,000 on my first advance.
So is Tyler your favourite part? What's your favourite
I
part?
mean, for me, they both give flawless verses, but because obviously it's the first time I've heard like rapping Tyler's back in 2020 was the return of rapping Tyler. I was all here for it, and his verse is amazing. Yeah, and the way they pitched the beat up as well.
Nell is
In the coffee, Freddie shipped me this shit. It sound like the boat I haven't bought yet.
We get dressed in some Gucci or Lacoste shit.
It's amazing.
We look like Polo ads, but
This
still
is such a,
gone.
for me, it's just such a summer song. It's just so light
Laid
and
back.
breezy, and that's why I think the reason why this album is one of my favorites of the year is that it's only it's like half an hour, just over half an hour, but you get everything you could want in there. You get all the grimy gangster shit, you get the emotional shit, and you just get the laid back, vibey shit.
Okay, so my number 11.
You're number 11.
Asking for space, I give my leg for it. Now I went back that you would lose me like
I will give you this.
No, I-
Obviously, when we first, this wasn't, even though as much as I fucking love James Blake, this wasn't one of my favourites, but it has grown on me more.
Oh,
The
has
one,
it?
it's still not one of my
I
favourites
loved
on
it
the
the
album.
minute I heard
Yeah, I
it.
know, I could tell.
Yeah,
but no, I
literally.
really, it's James Blake, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, I do like the song. I do like the
It's
song.
beautiful.
It is, yeah. It's just because when I first heard the album, my favourite song was the tune with Tory Lanez. And the version with Tory Lanez isn't on Spotify anymore.
Yeah,
so as
that's
much
a
as Tory Lanez is a piece of shit,
Yeah.
that song is still fire.
No, but she's fire though.
No, but they're both fire on that song. But even like the version without Tory Lanez is still fire. So
while I'm creeping up, oh, creeping up, oh,
This bit, like this chorus, like gives me goosebumps.
every time.
Yeah, it like It's just such a beautiful. All the
The heart.
It's just very like goosebumpy for me. I love it.
You just can't slow.
My favorite part is the chorus, but I'm just gonna play James's bit.
James.
Because it's James.
James.
Well, I can understand how you would be attracted to me.
I really like this bit.
No wonders ever given so many chances as I have. Chances as I have. Well, I'm breathing out.
It's a beautiful song.
I
I
would
always
agree.
return to that song because I think it's so beautiful.
Okay, so my
Number 11.
My number 11.
Last
This is a
of the
song.
video.
This is a long song.
Is it?
It's 6 minutes.
Okay, let's go.
Thought I almost died in my dream again. I couldn't breathe again. I'm falling into you.
What I love about this, what I love so much about this is that it's like every version of The Weeknd in the same song.
Right.
Like you get the synthy shit like towards the end, and you get the really dark, moody, like woozy shit that like 10 years ago Weeknd sounded like.
Right.
Like you can hear the beat before it even comes in.
Yeah.
It's just a memory.
What's your favorite?
It's the
part?
build up when that like synthy shit comes in. It's that little build up. It's a little crackling as well. It's just the way he quickly slides back in as well.
My darkest hours.
It's ridiculous. That is my favorite that's my favorite song on the album.
Okay. I mean,
Easy.
I would assume so. You've chosen that as your favorite.
Well, yeah. It's not, well, obviously, Blinding Light. I wouldn't have been able to choose Blinding Lights or Heartless because they dropped late 2019. So
Right,
not 2020
okay.
tunes.
Right.
It's you know with like certain albums, there's like a clear centerpiece where like you feel like the whole album revolves around this one song.
Right.
And that's that song for me on that
Right.
album.
Okay. Cool. Right. So those were our 15 to 11s. So now let's react to Hummingbird's 20 to 16.
Yes.
Okay. So
Ready?
this is Hummingbird Mag's video.
Yes. Let's see what's in store.
Welcome to Hummingbird Mag's YouTube channel. I'm Michael, and this is Andrew. We're talking about the top 20 songs of 2020. So this video is going to be number 20 to number 16.
Today we're going to be partnering with a channel called Two Brains, Liv and Marlon. They've also been releasing their top 20 songs this year.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, the house is cool, isn't it?
What's this beat? I want this beat.
Oh, look at those Martins.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing like that.
To Be Real from Tank and the Bangers off the Frangles EP at my number 20 spot.
To be real. Hang on, what did you say?
To Be Real by Tank and the Bangers. So what we're gonna do is if we haven't heard of this song, we're gonna pause it and listen to it
Yeah.
before they get into it.
For my number 20, I got
Okay.
Brent Faiyaz, Let Me Know.
That
So, yeah,
song
that
was.
was sick.
Is this? I've
We've
never
not
heard
heard
of
it.
that artist, but that song was fire. Like I love that kind of like merging of. It was kind of like there was a bit of bounce in there, but
Yeah,
also
yeah.
a bit of like straight up boom bap as well.
Right, yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
That's a-
really cool.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, thanks for introducing us. Okay, so this is Andrew's number 20.
I support my man Brent Faiyaz. So slept on. I just think he's so elite and so ready for him to have his breakout.
Okay, shall we...
I've heard the song.
Oh,
This
you've
is-
heard this song?
so
I
he-
don't think I've heard this song
So,
specifically.
so Brent Faiyaz dropped. What was the album called? Fuck the World.
Right.
Earlier on in the year, which I thought was pretty good. Have you ever heard of Sonder?
I've heard.
So he was in Sonder before he
Right.
started doing his solo stuff.
Okay.
And so that's why I got introduced via Sonder. But that album was really good.
Be okay, love myself.
Yeah, but Brent Faiyaz, his voice is amazing. His
Yeah,
voice
he
is
has a
amazing.
really
He's one of
beautiful
those
voice,
voices
yeah.
where he could be singing about like the most toxic shit,
Right,
and it
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
My number 19 is Kerosene by Yves Tumor, a feature from Diana Gordon.
Have you heard of that
This,
before?
this is one of those albums where, like, you know, you have like 4 or 5 albums that you always hear people talking about them, and you never get around to listen to it. This project was one of those ones I just never got around to listening to it.
Oh, okay. We'll give it a quick listen.
I fuck with it.
It does have like that 70s vibe.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm listening to David Bowie.
Right. Yeah, it's very cool.
It's just stadium size. It's so huge.
It's hella psychedelic, isn't it? Yeah. This is the kind of music where people say they don't make music like this anymore. It's this kind of music.
Because it's
it's a rare,
70s.
it's a rare thing to find. Yeah, no, this is fire.
Yeah, fire. We need to listen to this album, don't we?
My number 19 is What You Know About Love by Pop Smoke.
Okay.
What you know about love.
I sing this all the time. I love it.
She said, what you know about love. I got what
Is this going to be a thing? Just everyone's list has to have at least one Pop Smoke tune. Like, we've had one each already.
Yeah, it was a great album.
I think it's one of those albums, and you can see from his pick and our two picks, all three songs are very different.
Right,
this is an R&B kind of, so yours is like a straight up loud drill banger. Mine's a bit more like moody. There's a bit of everything in the Pop Smoke album.
Yeah, for sure.
He goes off in the second verse. The chorus is so catchy forever.
Facts.
My number 18 is Princess Nokia, Soul Food Aloha.
Appreciation for Princess Nokia.
But also, he went for one on...
I need that soul food, adobo, anyone I
Yeah, he went for one from Everything is Beautiful.
Which is the one I really love.
What was the other one called?
Everything Sucks.
That was my favourite
Yeah,
one.
no, I fuck with that pick so heavy.
Yeah, it's a banger.
A lot of shout outs to Seasoned Chicken, Tupperware.
You need to season your chicken. This is one of the most underrated albums of the year.
Yeah, sure.
For my number 18, I got Collab by Faris Jabba and Omar Kamil.
Okay,
we're gonna go listen. No, we're gonna go listen to it.
I fuck with that.
It's that I love beats that have that low growling fucking bass.
Yeah, I fuck with the Singaporean as well.
He goes off on this song. The beat's crazy.
That's why I wish I spoke other languages.
Number 17 is Bittersweet by Leon Lala.
Oh, we got the same tune! We got the same tune!
So you had that as your number, what was it, 13 or 12?
Oh yeah, it's my 13.
Number 13.
Yeah, this is like one of my favourite albums of the year. I fucking love this song.
So it's his same as his number 17.
I see you.
It's a very evocative and loudly emotional track.
My number 17, I got Kirby's Apple from her sis.
They're coming with all their obscure
words. Let's go and listen to it.
Okay. She's got a beautiful
That voice is fucking amazing.
Very interesting. We're definitely going to listen to her.
It's very like 60s as well, smoky.
Absolute breakout artist right now. She can take on so many different sounds, and she just shows off her range and her abilities.
Yeah, we definitely need to listen to that project.
So did she drop an album?
I'm assuming so, yeah, but I definitely want to hear it.
Definitely need to listen, yeah.
Number 16, I got D-Smoke, Sun-Kissed Child, featuring Jill Scott.
Interesting
pick.
So this is from the album, the Grammy
nominated D-Smoke album, yeah.
I mean, I did like D-Smoke.
Well, when he was on Rhythm and Flow.
No, I did like what was the EP called that he dropped quite soon after Rhythm and Flow?
I forgot. I remember.
Was it Bad Habits or something, or was that the album?
I forget what it was called.
Anyway, let's listen to this song because I'm not sure I've heard this song. It sounds very good.
I mean, Jill Scott feature in a talk box.
Yeah, talk box.
It's kind of cheat code, isn't
it?
His verses are really on point throughout this, and the chorus from Jill Scott. I cannot say enough amazing things about Jill Scott. She's a legend.
Yeah, she's a legend.
For my 16, I got Thank God I Made It by Benny Butcher.
That's fire.
That whole album was good, wasn't it?
Benny, pretty much every Griselda project that dropped this year was fire.
Right, it was.
But that Benny the Butcher album is fucking amazing.
This what happens when you take a path, they force you to
It's that sample.
What's the sample from? Do you know?
I don't know, but it's just that sample.
Right,
I don't know what it is, but it's so
fire.
beautiful.
Griselda all year long, and we know that these guys have absolutely killed this year.
Facts.
And then Hit Boy on the production, also probably producer of the year. So just to put them together was amazing across all
Interesting. Hit Boy producer of the year.
I mean,
what do you think?
I mean, so he produced the Nas album.
He did a lot. To be fair.
Yeah, he did a lot. He did most of the big show. He has done a lot. I mean, even if you don't think he's a producer, he's definitely in that conversation.
100%,
like, if someone said to me, "Oh, Hit Boy's producer of the year," I wouldn't have one person that I would play straight above him.
Right, yeah.
When I walk, my chains make the sound my fork used to make. It remind me days.
Do you know what we were trying to decipher that bar about the chains and the forks.
Yes, and I was right.
You were right, yeah.
Marginally right. Okay, so that was their list.
I mean, I think it's
Very solid.
a very solid, a good combination of fire songs and songs that we're introduced to. That's
I mean,
on first listen sounded very strong.
So many things that I hadn't heard before. So I'm excited because I get to go and look up these songs now.
Yeah.
Look up the artists.
That's the whole reason we're doing this.
Exactly.
Open our eyes.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, check out their video down below in the description. So the video that we just reacted to, they also reacted to our 20 to 16. So that's in the description below if you want to see what they said.
And make sure to tune in next week where Hummingbird are going to be reacting to the video that we've recorded today.
All right, so that was our list 15 to 11 and our reaction to the Hummingbird video. Let us know some of your picks down in the comments below.
Make sure to like, subscribe and knock the bell.
And we will see you next week.
Bye.